First, I'm going to prime my eyes using my Lorac Behind the Seams eye primer. I will be getting a new eye primer to be testing out for you all. Probably by next week, because this one is almost out and I need a new one. I'm going to be using an array of eye products, all of which are affordable. I'm going to be using some colors in the Makeup Revolution palette and some green colors. I don't know if Revlon still has the green palette that I'm going to be using, but I will look up, and if so, I will link it down below, just because the one I have is kind of old. I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild large eyeshadow brush and popping this color all over my lid. If you have not viewed my Wet n Wild video already, you should really go check it out. I review this brush along with some other brushes and numerous other Wet n Wild products. Now I'm going to be taking a fluffy crease brush, and this is from Eco Tools. It's a double-ended brush. And I'm just going to pop, let's see, I'm just going to pop this brown color as my transition color into my crease and a little bit above that. If you've seen my videos, you know that I love using this brown as my transition color. It's not too dark, not too light, so it works just perfectly for that. Now I'm going to take another fluffy brush, fluffy crease brush, and I am going to put this, as you can tell, this palette is really old. It's even broke, and this color fell completely out. Oh, there it goes. I'm going to put this middle shade, this kind of brown green, into the crease. This kind of helps to blend in that brown and transition it into that green. Also, if Revlon does not have this palette anymore, like a newer version of this, because this one, like I said, is old, I will look and see if there's any other affordable companies that have a similar like green palette and link it down below as well. And this color is really beautiful. I've tried it on a friend with green eyes. It looked amazing on her. I love using it with my brown eyes. I think it really helps them to pop. Now I'm going to take the small eyeshadow brush from Wet n Wild and apply this green single shadow from CoverGirl all over the lid. It almost looks the same as that other green, but there is slight difference. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this. I'm just starting noticing this. When I'm doing my all over shadow or my crease shades, I always start with this eye, but when I go to put the shade on my lid, I start with my left eye. I don't know why that is. Now that we have that in there, I'm going to take this detailed brush. It's kind of fluffy, but it's kind of got that V angle to it. So this is great for putting colors into the corner. And I'm just going to use this deep green color and just place that right into my outer V. And because this is such a deep color, I'm barely going to put my brush in the color and tap off the excess. And if you have downturned eyes, like mine are kind of downturned, I will actually take the brush and kind of sweep it up to bring it up a little, just so it doesn't turn your eyes down even more. Okay, now that I got that where I want it, I'm going to take my fluffy shading brush again and just kind of blend all of that in. Now to make the lid really pop, I'm going to take this Lottie London brush and place this color right into the center of the lid. And you really don't have to place it anywhere else. You just place it in the center. Then I'm going to take that green shade again and pop it over the top of it. And that way you still have your green look, but it's a little bit lighter. Now that I have my eye look done, all except for my highlight, which you know I wait and kind of do that last, I'm going to go ahead and line my top waterline using my Essence eyeliner in the color black, which y'all know I love so much because it is just so easy to apply. I'm actually about out of this, so I need to restock. And as you know, it's only $3. As always, to prime my face, I'm going to be using my Benefit Professional Primer. I just put a little drop on it, warm it up, and then apply it to my problem areas. Taking my Sephora 10 Hour Wear Perfection Foundation, just going to apply that. I'm going to take my beauty blender, damp beauty blender, and blend all that out. Now that I'm done blending in my foundation, I'm going to use my NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer and just conceal my under eyes. I really need to get a mirror that's like a little bit taller up so I'm not constantly looking down while I'm filming. But we'll get it worked out. Now that I have my contour on, I'm going to take the other end of my beauty blender and just blend it out. Now that I have my concealer all blended out, I'm just going to set the face with my NYX Mineral Set It Don't Fret It powder, which I officially discussed in my latest video. Now while I'm letting that set, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows, and I will be using the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel. I prefer the brow pencils just because it can help like draw out the brow, but I haven't gotten my new one in yet, so I've just been using this one, which does help to thicken the brow, but if you want to make your brow shape a little bit different, it doesn't really benefit in that area. Normally I would use a pencil and this. That would be the best. Also, while it's baking, I am going to take an eyeliner brush and I'm going to go into this lower lash line, and once again I'm going to use that dark green color and just press that up against my lower waterline. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and wipe away all the baking using my face powder brush from Real Techniques that I always use. Now I'm just going to be bronzing up the face, and I'm going to use my Physicians Formula bronzer. I'm just going to be taking this around the edges of my face. And then, of course, down my neck a little. And using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. This brush just won an award, by the way. I can't remember what award it was off the top of my head, but I will put a little clip in that tells you. And my bronzer from Benefit, Mahula bronzer. I'm going to create my contour. And then just to blend it out even further, I'm taking that same face brush again and just really blending it out. Now I'm going to wipe off my Expert face brush and apply my blush, and I'll be using this Sephora blush in the shade Heat It. Now I'm going to take my fan brush that I got from Wet n Wild. I did use this brush when I discussed all my Wet n Wild products, and I washed it. Well, I didn't wash it, but I cleaned it with my Sigma brush cleaner. And this is a sign that the brush isn't very good because it no longer has the same shape. Even though I kept it in this, as you notice, like it kind of spaces out instead of just stays in a perfect fan together. So I'm definitely going to have to get a new one of these. So I take back what I said about this brush. Actually, just because of that, I'm not even going to use this brush anymore. I'll actually use the Wet n Wild contour brush and apply my highlight. And I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Precious Petal. I don't really like the way this brush applies the highlight. So I'm definitely going to have to just buy me a different fan brush. Because I know it's not the highlight. The highlight is amazing. End of my nose. Now for my eye highlight, I'm going to take that same white shade again and just put it into the underneath the eyebrow. Now I'm going to apply my mascara, and I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash in the shade Black. Now that I've got my mascara on, last thing I'm going to do is apply my lip color, and I'm going to use this Sephora lip stain. I don't remember the color, but I will have it linked down below in the description box. But it's a perfect nude color. And there's your finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.